Welcome inside the studio, man. Spring training's here. Baseball is back. And you are listening to ZmoSports. This page is about real sports conversations, to honest analysis, and breaking things down the way fans actually talk about them. No forced hot takes, no chasing trends, just informed opinions, game breakdowns, and respect for the work that goes into the sport at every level. We talked about baseball on this podcast. We're going to talk about it again, but joining me today, Taylor Mooring. Welcome to the show.
What's up, man? I appreciate you having me on. Yeah, obviously, love to talk about baseball, so this is right down my alley.
Taylor and I grew up together, big baseball guy. It's what he played growing up his whole life. Found himself somehow as a South Carolina fan. I can't explain that.
We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to go there.
But Taylor's got a cool little story. So we grew up together in Evansville, like I said, and then we went to college together, and then he ended up moving over to Indy, working with some minor league baseball. Taylor, you can touch on that if you want. Kind of give us a breakdown of what you do over there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, right now, I'm currently with the Indianapolis Indians, so we're the AAA affiliate for the Pittsburgh Pirates. So I am currently a partnership activation coordinator. That's my current role. And basically, to break down what that actually means, essentially, I work with sponsors. It's also called sponsorship. That's what other people might call it. But basically, working with different companies, whether it's local or national. For example, I'll just name one, like Pepsi. For example, we might work with them if they have some advertising elements like digital signage in the ballpark, or if they have maybe a group outing of like 400, 500 people, they have a picnic, helping coordinate that kind of stuff. I'm basically the middleman for them. And also, representing our organization. So yeah, I've been here since last August, in August of 24.
Yeah.
And before that, I was actually in Louisville. So I was with the Louisville Bats. That's actually my first real job out of college. So I was there for a little bit, and that was great because I'm a Reds fan, in baseball. So I got to see some of the guys that are on the team now play, and that was pretty cool. But I got my start there, and that also led me. It's crazy because WKU basically led me from there to Louisville and now to this point. So yeah, I don't want to talk about my story for too long or forever. I know
you're good. It's cool.
Yeah, it's very long, but yeah, I'm just gonna say I'm very fortunate to be in the position that I am now. So yeah, I can't say enough how much I love my job. I think it's so cool.
Yeah.
And especially being in Indy, all my favorite teams that I grew up watching are here, the Pacers, the Colts. Getting to see them more in person and live, actually getting to see them play is awesome. And then just the city of Indy, I can't say enough about how fun the city is and how much I love it. So yeah, all good things.
Would you say that you enjoy living in Indy more than Louisville?
Yes,
Yeah.
100%. Don't get me wrong. Louisville was nice whenever I was there. It was cool. But there got old for me pretty quick. And I thought, once you get past the tourism stuff there, like the Bourbon Trail and the Louisville Slugger Museum, all that kind of stuff, I was like, all right, well, what else is there? And then also for me, having to basically travel to go see any professional sports teams kind of sucked. It's a minor inconvenience, whatever. But overall, it was fine. I didn't mind living there. But Indy, I just think it's so fun. I find myself doing a lot more here. There's more the culture here and just everything. I feel like there's so much more that Indy has to offer as opposed to Louisville as a city. And I kind of see myself being here for a long period of time. I don't really see that changing anytime soon. So yeah, I think I'm in a pretty good spot where I currently am.
Yeah. Do you think that the next step for you is hopefully getting to the MLB and working at that level? Or do you like AAA ball? Like, do you like where you're headed?
That's a good question. I'll tell you what, honestly, I think maybe one day, sure.
Yeah.
I think everyone's dream is, whether growing up it was playing in a professional sport or working in it. I never thought I was going to actually be able to work in it up until my senior year of college, and I just happened to stumble into it. But I think it honestly depends on the situation that you're in. It depends on the culture, the people you have around you, the leadership. There's so much that goes into the, where you're currently at and your career, your situation, that can apply to anywhere. But like for me, I think, it depends, but I really see myself where I currently am. I'm in a very good spot and I cannot complain. I think, I'm very happy with where I am at the moment. And who knows, I could be here with the organization for 15 years. I could be here for 2. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
But honestly, I can't say enough about how this organization just runs things. And, I think we're top notch in AAA baseball, and not just AAA, but I think all of minor league baseball, we're right there. We set the standard and we really do operate like a major league team.
Yeah.
And that's something that our leadership believes. That's what our president, Randy, he says all the time. He says, we are the standard. And he really believes that. And I do too. And especially seeing it firsthand every single day when the season is rolling, I'm like, you can tell there's just a difference you can see and you feel it. So yeah, I don't know. I think maybe one day, sure, but honestly, I'm in a good spot.
Yeah,
at the
that's
moment.
awesome. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool getting to work at a professional level with the sport that you grew up playing. So yeah,
Yeah, man.
I think you hit the jackpot over there.
Yeah, I definitely did. I
Yeah.
get to walk into a baseball stadium every day, and I don't really consider it like, well, I have to go to work. I get
Yeah.
to go to this job. I get to
You get to go watch
work here.
baseball and work in baseball.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
can't ask for more.
Facts.
But
Exactly.
all right, so speaking of minor league, we saw that the ABS system got introduced into the minors. Now
Hmm.
it has made its way into Major League Baseball. So we're getting to see a fresh kind of look at it in the MLB setting in spring training. And we see a lot of people already challenging. I know that I think it's the Yankees or the Mets, one of those 2 teams, their manager said, "Let's go all in. Let's be aggressive with this ABS system." But just for the people that are listening at home, and then we'll get into our opinions about it. Here's how it works. Only a pitcher, catcher, or hitter can challenge any ball or strike as long as it comes within a second or 2 of the original call. It is just a simple tap on the head. Each team will get 2 challenges. If a team is successful, they retain that challenge. If they lose one, then they lose a challenge as well. So if you lose both challenges, you're done for the rest of the game, unless it goes into extra innings, which you do get one as well. Position players can't challenge on the mound. So it has to be pitchers only. But yeah, so that's the rules. It's pretty straightforward as far as that goes. But I want to get your take on it because I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about it yet. So I can go ahead and give my opinion real quick.
Yeah,
But
go ahead.
I don't necessarily love it, but I don't necessarily hate it. And I like it from the simple aspect that it makes baseball a little bit more exciting from the fan aspect, because I found myself watching some of the spring training games and be like, dude, challenge, challenge, challenge. And they challenge. And, as a fan, you're like, oh, I got it right. That was the call that should have been called. So from the fan aspect, I can see where it gets exciting. And then, let's say that your team, is tied in the bottom of the ninth. You got bases loaded. It's a full count. Dude throws a ball and it's called a strike, and you challenge it, and then you walk it off. And then as a fan, you're like, yeah. But on the other side, you're like, I hate this system. Oh, it could go like both ways, I guess. But I don't know.
And
It just,
I'll tell you what, just to go ahead, I think I have a very unique perspective on the ABS system because I've seen it already for like 3 years. I've already seen it play out for a while now in the minor leagues. And essentially, we're the guinea pigs for any sort of rule changes that happen. So as soon as these things are announced, it's like, okay, well, we've been doing it already for 4 or 5 years. I've already seen all these things, like the bigger bases. That's another thing, stuff like that, whether it's the pitch clock, whether it's ABS, all of that stuff. It starts at the minor league level. They test it, they fine tune it, and they figure out what works, what doesn't. And I think I commend MLB for that. I think that's pretty cool that we get to see these kind of play out in real time. I think specifically for the ABS system, I like it for a few reasons. I do think it needs to be fine-tuned a little bit, but I do like that it gives the team an opportunity to basically be like, no, that's not right. Like basically actively change calls throughout the course of the game that maybe originally you don't really get that opportunity. I think it does give that place, it's unique in that aspect. And then especially the visuals that it plays whenever it shows the challenge itself, the pitch coming in, and the actual measurements. It shows, I saw a clip yesterday from a spring training game, and I forget who challenged it.
I know exactly where you're going with this.
It was less than 0.1 inches outside of the zone on the bottom of the zone. I think it was a Giants player. It might have been Willie Adames who did it.
It was Willie.
Okay. So, yeah, that's kind of crazy. It's like you can be so close within the zone or like so close to the zone, but if you know, you just know. And that's the thing about these players. The ones that have been playing.
That's why they're professional athletes.
Yeah. And the ones that have been playing in the minor leagues for whatever amount of time, whether they've been down there for 2 years or 3-4 years, like the ones that are actively being drafted and going through the system with these teams, they're playing with these rules already for a few seasons before they get called up. So they're already used to these rule changes. And I think, that gives them the advantage. Like when the pitch clock first happened, like the young guys that were getting called up, they were already used to it. All the veterans that were having to get adjusted to it, they were like, oh, this thing sucks. And they hated it. The young guys were like, okay, cool.
And we
ABS.
Still see. Yeah, we still see players getting used to it as far as the pitch clock. Because I was watching the Cardinals game and there was 2 violations within 1 inning.
Yeah. The baseball purist in me is like, oh, how can they add like a pitch clock or whatever? But then also at the same time, from me working games a lot and then just as a fan, I'm like, I'm glad they have pitch clock. It cuts out so much filler that is not needed. I'm a big fan of it. I love that. But going back to ABS, I am personally a fan. I think it's something engaging that the fans can get into. And I think where it currently is with the 2 challenges, I think that's a good sweet spot because that way no team can just spam it and just be like, oh, I'm going to challenge every single pitch.
Yeah.
So, and then once you lose it, obviously you lose it. No, I think I'm personally a fan of it. And I think it's a good change for the game. And especially with where the other professional sports are currently at right now.
Well,
with
they
the
can
NFL.
challenge literally anything.
Yeah, like the NFL, NBA, whatever it might be. Like they already have a challenge system like pretty fine-tuned and in place. So I think it's finally time that MLB it's good that they're catching up to the other ones at this point.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are at that point with it like right now. And I'm sure it'll change in the future and I hope for the better. But, a lot of people are like, well, you're introducing, robot technology on a human type game, you know what I mean? So like, this is old school baseball, like this is how baseball was founded. But, I could sit here and say that about every other sport. Like there was no challenge system in the 1940s or 60s or you name it. So I don't know. It just, I could see how people are frustrated about that because baseball is America's pastime.
Yeah. But here's another thing I will say about any sort of rule changes in baseball in general. They were so far behind in everything. And they were questioning, like, why is no one watching our games? Your games are 3 hours long. Me as a fan, I'm like, your games are going over 3 hours, 3.5 hours. Like, they were hard to watch on TV as a fan, from the lack of being able to condense time. And, they were just behind in so many aspects compared to the other leagues. And the viewership was like decreasing. They weren't seeing big numbers. Viewership in the World Series was going down every single year up until a few years ago, up until they finally started to make some changes, whether it was the extra innings rule or whatever other rules that they made. It's like these changes that they are making, they are having a positive impact on the game, which, I think obviously change, like not everyone's going to like it, obviously.
Right.
But
with everything.
I think the sport needed to evolve. I think taking those steps to make those changes is big. And you see that in the viewership now, how many people are going to games on a, yearly basis. numbers are going up in that aspect.
Yeah.
So I think baseball's in a good spot now with all the changes that they're
I do too.
making. And they're going to continue to make them if it's going to be a positive impact on the game. I'm going to figure that out firsthand because we're going to see those in minor league baseball.
Yeah. Which is so fascinating to see like that before it comes to the MLB. It's really
Yeah, we hear about those and they're like, oh, okay. Well, the ABS, I was like, oh, that's going to happen in like 2 or 3 years. And now it's here.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's going to be, obviously, it's totally up to your opinion about it, if you like it or not. But, I still don't know how I feel about it because
And
the
that's
part
okay.
of me is like, the young part of me is like, man, like, it's the umpire's job. But the other part
Baseball
of me, like,
purist.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's just how we grew up playing it every single day. So it's just, it's like that little kid in me is like, nah, keep the umpire. You know what I mean?
I don't think they're ever going to get rid of
Well,
the
they're not gonna
human
get rid of the
umpires.
umpire, but I meant
That's
like
never going to
just from
happen.
no, I don't think they're gonna. I don't know, dude. But the way technology's going and AI, who the hell knows what's gonna happen?
No, if that's the case, I'm out. It's over.
Where it's a
I'm
perfect
good.
strike zone on MLB The Show.
Nah, I don't want that. Keep it in video games.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, according to MLB.com, 4.1 challenges per game across the minor leagues last season. It took an average of 13.8 seconds. So you put that into consideration, it's just under a minute to the added time of the game. Dude, I was scrolling on TikTok about this to see what people had to say before we hopped on here, and there was people like, "Oh, it's gonna increase the game length by a lot." And I'm like, little do you guys know, it's literally under a minute. Like,
I think, like I said, I'm the person that could just dismantle that argument. I've seen
yeah,
countless baseball games where this has been implemented. That's just not true.
right,
So that's all debunked. Anyone who says it makes it longer, they're not watching the games.
yeah. So you tell us what your opinion is on it, your take on the ABS system.
Yeah.
Just let me know in the comments. All right, so you're working for the AAA Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yep.
Connor Griffin.
Hot topic. Very hot topic.
Yes.
I know that. Especially for us.
Yeah, I know. Calling him the next big superstar, says his talent is just like Bobby Witt. He has yet to play above Double-A ball. So I don't know if you're going to see him this year. I don't know if he's going to be on a starting roster in Pittsburgh, but I'm sure you'll get to see him maybe heading into the 2026 season. Just depends on a couple things. But in those games, 21 homers, 65 stolen bases, was batting .333 and is the co-favorite to an NL Rookie of the Year, despite never playing above Double-A and not having a starting spot, which is literally insane.
That's stupid.
Even think about. But
ridiculous.
Yeah, so far his spring training campaign, with the first 2 games, he goes 0 for 5 with 2 strikeouts. However, he was very unlucky in one of those games where he flied out to center, 505 off the bat, 397 feet, and a XBA of 9.5. So he did get robbed of a hit.
That's tough.
But still, I mean, all the talent is there with Connor Griffin. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's got the power. Like, it is all there at that shortstop position. I really want to see him play some AAA ball first, move his way up. But if they're calling him the next great shortstop, I mean, you might as well throw him in the bigs and see what happens.
Hey, you're telling me I'd love to see him.
Yeah.
Selfishly, I'd like to see him at least have his stint down here, and they could even do what they did with Paul Skeens and have him down here for 3 months. Just have him on a stretch, have him on a pitch count. I got to see his AAA debut whenever I was in Louisville, and that was insane. He pitched 3 innings. I think he struck out 8 guys, and then after that, they just yanked him. They're like, yep, you're done for the day. Go sit down. And I was just like,
it's amazing.
Holy, like, insane stuff. And then he continued to just do that for like 2 months. He would just pitch 3-4 innings, dominate, be done. And that's it. Like, he would never pitch a full game because they were just trying to ramp him up before they called him up to Pittsburgh. But obviously that was Paul Skeens. And now we see how that has turned out for the Pirates.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if he did just make the jump, where you just have a phenom of a talent like that, and he just goes straight from like AA to the bigs. I mean,
Yeah, it'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
I would love to see him make a stop here, even if it's for like a short period of time. I think that would be
Yeah.
great. And honestly, none of us know. We have no idea, to be completely honest with you. So, but yeah, we'll see if he can be our shortstop for even like a month or two. That'd be cool.
It'd just be cool just to see him real quick, pop in a couple of bats, and then he's gone.
Yep. And I'll tell you, whenever going back to Louisville, I got to see like Ellie De La Cruz, Matt McClain,
Yeah.
Christian Encarnacion Strand. I got to see those guys. Andrew Abbott. I got to see those guys come through at the same exact time. And that was an insane stretch of baseball. And now they're all just permanently up there. They did not stay for very long. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to see them. I'd love to see him, just like I got to see those guys before they made that jump.
Now, who have you seen so far that
for
is on the current
Indianapolis
roster for Pittsburgh?
Great question. Shoot. I mean, I got to see some of their guys that they were coming back from injury, like Gonzalez. He was coming back from injury.
Yeah.
So he was playing a little bit of second base. Let's see. Luis Peguero, he made a little stint up in Pittsburgh for a little bit. Henry Davis, got to see him. Jack Sawinski, I got to see him. Now he just went to the Dodgers. I know that. And that was very recent. That happened like today, I'm pretty sure. Let me just look up their current roster. Honestly, I need to see it on paper.
Who are the Pittsburgh Pirates?
Yes, because honestly, we get so many guys that come through, and sometimes they're there for a long time. Sometimes we only see them for like 2 games, and then they're out of here.
For an assignment or for rehab. Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Brexton Ashcraft, he got called up. Bubba Chandler, got to see him last year.
Wow. Yeah, that's a cool one.
He got called up at the very tail end, like August, I think around. It was right before 40-man call-ups, I'm pretty sure. So that kid's also just insane. Very good. Him and Skeens are a crazy duo. They're solid. Let's see who else we got in here. There's Henry Davis. Saw him.
Speaking of Paul Skeens, he is playing in the World Baseball Classic. Him and Scooble.
Thank God.
I know. Yep.
Need them. Let's see. Spencer Horwitz. Andy Rodriguez, he made his stint. I think he was coming back from injury. Jared Triolo. Nick York. I think he played a little bit at the very tail end as well. Billy Cook. They got the password. I don't even know how to say his first name. I'm going to butcher it. I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
Do you know who I'm talking about, though?
No.
Okay. Here's how you spell his first name. JHOSTYNXON. Garcia.
Yeah, I have no idea, bro.
His nickname's the password. He played for the Boston Red Sox he was in the Red Sox system last year, and then he got traded to the Pirates in some deal. I forget which one.
You said his last name's what?
Garcia.
See if he did anything in spring training. Did he get called up for spring training?
He probably got an invite, but I don't think
the invite.
He's probably going to end up either with us or he's going to be in AA, to be honest. He's probably going to start out in the minor leagues this year again.
So he played yesterday and 2 days ago. He has gone 2 for 5 with 1 ribby. He's had 2 singles. So, yep. Hasn't been bad, actually. He actually grounded in the second. I don't know who was up. Yeah, everyone's saying in the comments, big password. Yeah.
Big password.
Big password.
See, they know.
Yep.
They know.
They do know. And he actually smacking the ball, 101 off the bat, 99.5 off the bat as well.
I'm sure his exit velo is also, it sounds like he's pretty solid.
But yeah, dude, that's cool though. It's cool getting to see all these different guys playing.
Yeah. No, it's very cool. I'm curious to see who's going to start out with us, what that roster looks like, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, I got to see a good amount of the guys that are currently on their active roster.
That's cool.
So now we'll see who we get this
Yeah.
year.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what, last year, our record was actually very solid. I need to pull up our full record. For reference, we play 150 baseball games, and 75 are home, 75 are away.
Do you travel for those?
No, I do not
Okay.
travel. Sometimes we will have our content team, or like our creative team, I should say. They will travel sometimes if the games are local, like not too far. So for Louisville, they'll travel down there sometimes. Or like even maybe Columbus or one of the other teams surrounding us. It's not uncommon,
Right.
but I do not travel. I stay here, which I'm fine with.
Gotcha.
So we finished our home campaign last year with a 50-25 record, which I think that's like an all-time high for our team. Yep, ballpark high, 50th win here at Victory Field. And then
Wait, you said you finished what?
at home, our home record, 50-25.
I thought you said 15.
Oh,
And I'm like,
no.
huh? That's a high?
Yeah. Only 15 wins.
I was like, what?
Yeah, no.
Okay, so 50 wins.
Yes, and then
Okay.
overall,
That
we
makes
finished
more sense.
87-62. So we finished, 25 games over 500 for the season? So we had a very solid team last year, which was
Yeah, that's awesome.
very nice. That was very nice to see them perform. Anyway.
Yeah, that's cool. Speaking of more spring training, did you get a chance to see the Chicago Cubs get turned into a triple play?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's
Suzuki
bad.
tried to stretch one to second. They throw him out. And then you got Shaw and Bregman standing on third base, gets tagged. And then I think it was Bregman that stepped off the bag and started walking to the dugout and then gets tagged. I'm like,
It's
bro,
so bad.
this is, I hope this is the Cubs throughout
It's
the
so bad.
entire season.
Yeah, I don't get how, I don't know.
Dude,
It's just really bad.
It's simple baseball.
You would think,
Like,
but
I don't know why the dude didn't even go home in general.
I'm watching it again because I need to see it play out.
It was hilarious. I think it was against the Giants.
So, yeah, Suzuki hits it to right field. Okay, so it drops down.
Yes.
Second baseman throws it home. Okay, so first baseman cuts it off. Suzuki's out of second. Okay, fine. But then Adames runs over. There's, two guys are just standing on third base.
Yeah.
Like,
And
dude,
then they both walk off.
they both just like, okay, whatever.
I guess I'm out because I didn't get tagged. What?
Like, okay, great. No, it always blows my
Dude.
mind whenever Little League plays like that happen in a Major League game. It's like, damn, it could really
Yeah.
happen whenever, honestly.
Dude, speaking of the Giants, last season, did you see the walk-off inside the park home run?
Who hit that? I'm curious.
I want to say was it Bailey or you'll have to remind me on that name. I literally watched it yesterday and I legit forgot who the name was.
Let's see. Patrick Bailey was a
Yes, it was Bailey.
yeah.
Yes. Did you ever see that? I was actually watching it live.
I
It
think
literally hit the top of right field where that wall is, and the ball bounces a mile towards
I mean, if
left
we're being
field.
honest, that is the ballpark. Like, Oracle Park is the ballpark to hit an inside the park home run in.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just like crazy plays always happen with the Giants so far.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, watching those even year teams like 2010, 2012, 2014, the dynasty that they had and
know.
the World Series runs was that was fun to watch.
Electric.
And I was a big Tim Lincecum guy, so I would try to emulate his
Yeah.
pitching form. I probably threw up my shoulder doing that. I wouldn't be shocked. But yeah, those teams were fun to watch.
Yeah, they're going to be fun to watch this year, too, with Vitello over there as their
That was
manager.
that caught me off guard. I did not expect them to
How do you feel
go
about
after him.
that? Because you don't see a college guy go straight to MLB. He usually goes through the ranks of minor league baseball,
Yeah.
makes his way
I
into the
mean,
MLB.
they got to have faith in him, I guess. I mean, that's
Buster
is
Posey
still
said, "This is our guy." So
I mean, listen, I love Buster Posey. He's one of the greatest catchers of all time. But I still find it kind of crazy that
it is weird, isn't it?
I respect them for taking a chance. I think that's respectable. But at the same time, it could end up very bad. But I do like that he's trying to make a personal connection with all the players, and he's really trying to put himself out there. Like, I think he's traveled to his players' countries just to visit them. Like, I forget who he was going to visit. It was in, like, Korea or something.
Yeah.
But he was going out there. I think Rafael Devers was going with him, or, like, Willie Adames, one of those guys was going with
That's
him.
so cool.
So, like, I commend him for trying to make an effort and really try to connect with the team, because I don't know how many managers would actually do that or go out of their way to do something like that. So I think it could pay off. It's a very ballsy move, but it's still just a big question mark.
It's going to be a great story if they end up making a huge playoff run.
Absolutely.
It's going to make one of the best stories. Oh, here's a better question for you. Since we're on the West Coast over there, let's talk Dodgers baseball for a second.
Here we go. Okay. You just know how to grind my gears, don't you?
Yeah. Well, that's
you just know what gets me going.
That's usually with the Yankees. But let's stay on the West Coast for a second. So let's say that the Dodgers win it all again. They get a three-peat, which I think probably will happen. Is there a lockout for next season?
Well,
I could see it.
Here's my take. Whenever that Kyle Tucker deal happened,
yeah,
that's whenever I kind of solidified in my mind, it's over. We're cooked. He has a $1 million salary with a $64 million signing bonus. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
This isn't real.
Whole contract was what, $240?
Something, yeah.
$240 was his entire contract.
Let's see.
And
his contract is ridiculous. I know that.
I think it's way overpaid. But that's Dodgers money.
$240 million over 4 years. His AAV is $60 million per year. But he does have an opt-out after the second and third year. So,
the
deferred salary. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Is this 4-year $240 million? That's the crazy part.
He has the highest AAV of any player ever.
Yeah, that is ridiculous for a guy that didn't even have better numbers than Cody Bellinger.
Hey, Yankees re-signed him, but
yeah.
Anyways,
but for real, like, is there going to be a problem in baseball if the Dodgers go on to win a three-peat? Like, are we going to have a season? Because I was talking to this with multiple people that are big baseball fans, and they were asking me that question as well. Is there going to be a season? And I can't tell you yes for sure like I would every other season, because at some point there has to be a change in the way MLB is. There's got to be a floor with what is being spent for each team. And I think that's the best way to avoid a lockout.
Yeah, it's so tough. I mean, to be honest with you, I think they could end up getting something done. I think they could. But with everything surrounding the MLBPA right now, obviously they got that situation figured out, which is great. They have a new head guy in charge. Thank the Lord. But I think it's ultimately going to come down to the owners. And I don't necessarily think it's on the Dodgers, because I will say nothing they are doing is against the rules.
No, it's not.
Everything is within reason. And they see it as an opportunity of like, hey, we're going to spend more money than all of you just because we can, and we can afford to do it. We don't care.
I mean, like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, You're not breaking any rules, but
As much as I hate to say it, they're doing it how they want to, and there's
yeah,
nothing wrong with it. Like, if anyone wanted to go out of their way to conduct payments and pay players as much as the Dodgers are, a lot of teams could if they really wanted to. Some of them just don't want to.
well,
They don't
there's
want
some
to.
owners that don't give a shit,
That's
and
also true.
one
But
of those is in Cincinnati. Sorry,
hey,
but
hey,
it's true.
touchy subject. Touchy subject. Trust me, I don't need to get into the Reds. I know what I signed up for whenever I became a fan in 2017. But anyway, yeah, I honestly I think there will be a season. What does that actually look like? I don't know how that's actually going to play out, but I think it's going to happen. With how everything has been going for the state of the game as a whole, how things have been growing, how the game is just changing and evolving in a way that there's more eyes on it than ever. The fan base as a whole, it's going to keep growing.
Yeah. Have you
And I
heard
think
people
everyone
talking about this
recognizes that.
subject?
What's that? Sorry?
Have you heard people talking about this subject of will there be a lockout?
Well, I've heard so many people talk about it,
Yeah.
and I've heard everyone freaking out from as soon as Kyle Tucker signed. It's like, it's over.
Yeah.
We're cooked. And honestly, to
That
be
was
honest with
when a
you,
lot of it started. Yes.
that's when, honestly, I first formed the opinion of like, oh, it's over. We're done.
Yeah.
But as I've had time to sit and really digest it and just think about all the possible scenarios, think there's going to be a season. I really hope there is a season
Yeah, I do too.
because it doesn't help anybody. So if we don't have a season, no one wins.
Yeah. Well,
And you
and
know who it's going to hurt the most is the owners.
yeah, I agree. I mean, we got to have a season, dude. Like, as much as I like the Celtics, I'm fucking tired of the NBA already.
Hey, man, come on. Hey,
Bro,
listen. Hey,
so
I was watching them last night. Peyton Pritchard was.
dude, he was cooking. Yeah, he was cooking. So I saw, so speaking of the NBA real quick, I saw this TikTok of this dude. He's like, there's two types of people in this world. There's Jack Hughes, broken tooth in the game, scores the game winner. And there's people like Anthony fucking Davis out for the season because of a fingernail injury.
Whenever you break down the Luka Doncic trade at its core, the Dallas Mavericks essentially got Chris Middleton for Luka Doncic at the end of the day.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways,
Dude, and then you got teams just getting fined left and right because
I think it's really funny what the Pacers are doing right now. I'm a big Pacers fan, and I don't know. I'm sure you've seen the tweets where they put out their injury report before games, and it's like 10 players just listed out. It's like questionable, out, questionable.
yeah,
Everyone's questionable. Every person is
Yeah.
questionable.
Teams are
And that
throwing
was
games to get a
like, listen, they're doing it to stick it to Adam Silver and the league.
Yeah.
And honestly, the Pacers don't really do this. They never tank. They're always trying to be in contention. So, like, the one time that we do it, now Adam Silver is trying to strike him down and really impose his will. And then they just say, okay, watch this. They don't care, which I
Yeah.
commend. Now, everyone is like, please keep tanking. Yes. I go into the comment section of every Pacers Instagram post, and it's just the tank gifs, and they're just,
Yeah.
it's just tanks everywhere.
NBA is such a weird league. All right, let's keep it at baseball before I say something I don't want to say.
Sorry. Yeah. Anyway,
Besides the Celtics, I love the Celtics.
there you go.
So Phillies spring ball started the season 0-2, but the Phillies like where they're at, man. Zach Wheeler is scheduled to come back between April or May. Andrew Painter apparently looks really, really good. Rob Thompson said that his command is officially back. I think he threw a 5 ERA in the minors, but Phillies are really high on him right now. So best news from the mound spot is that Luzardo has been crushing hitters and just absolutely mowing them down. So that's a really, really good sign for Phillies. And I think it was Harper that said that he believes that they have the best rotation in all of baseball, which up for debate. I already said it was the Red Sox a couple shows ago,
Mm, let's see.
which,
See, I need to just see both like on paper, to be honest with you.
yeah.
Starting rotation. I'm looking at the Phillies right
And
now,
then
just
their
seeing where they currently stand.
closer could be coming back and introducing a new pitch that he used in the minors, which is that changeup. So he already throws 100 miles an hour, and adding an off-speed pitch like that is tremendous help.
Yeah, that
But
pickup
yeah,
for them whenever they got Duran last season was
yes,
solid. That was a very good pickup for them.
Schwarber hit his first home run in spring ball yesterday. I think it went
IU alum.
444 feet. Yep.
Hoosiers.
So good to see Schwarber back in the swing. But yeah,
Let's
you can
see.
look at those rosters and see which one you like. It's a
Yeah.
really hard debate. Like it's it's probably either the Red Sox, the Tigers,
Mm-hmm.
the Phillies.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to throw in my Reds hat here, and I'm going to say, when fully healthy, caveat, when fully healthy, the Reds have a top 5 starting rotation in Major League Baseball. I will die on this hill, okay?
Yeah,
Hunter Green, Nick Lodolo, Andrew Abbott, okay? Those 3 guys are
yeah.
rock solid. They are nails. Every time they
I
go out there and
love watching
pitch,
Hunter Green.
Hunter Green is so good. Like, he just ramps it up.
Dude, he
Like,
could
that
pitch
fastball he
100
has,
miles an hour through 9 innings.
he's ridiculous, dude. I've got to watch him pitch as a fan numerous times, and he's just so good. Looking at the Phillies rotation, Christopher Sanchez, Jesus Wizardo, Aaron Nola, Taijuan Walker, Andrew Painter. I mean,
It's a solid
pretty
lineup.
solid. Pretty solid. And then obviously whenever Zach Wheeler comes back, then it's just like,
Even better.
ugh, it's gross.
Yeah.
And then I don't even know who the Red Sox have in their rotation, to be honest with you. Let's see. But yeah, Garrett Crochet. They picked up Ranger Suarez. I forgot about
Yes.
that. Sonny Gray, Brian Bello, Oviedo. I mean, okay. They can make a case. I don't
Yep.
hate it.
And then
Now the
the
Reds.
Tigers with Skubal,
Yeah, of course.
Verlander,
Dude,
Casey Mize.
that made me smile whenever Verlander went back to
Wasn't that
Detroit.
great?
I love that.
Wasn't that awesome, man? Like
I love
us
that.
growing up watching Verlander in Detroit, and then he comes back.
Now he's Unk. He's Unk status.
Yes.
Let's see. Sorry, I'm getting on my Reds hat right now. I'm putting it on. Here's our top 5. Hunter Green, Andrew Abbott, Nick Lodolo, Brady Singer, Rhett Lauder.
Yeah.
And then
Solid.
we also have Chase Burns
Yeah.
in the wings. I mean, and then we also have Brandon Williamson. If he could actually make it back and find his footing again, that would be awesome. And then Julian Aguilar. I mean, there's some other guys that we could throw into the mix there, but those guys, those 5 plus Chase Burns, I wholeheartedly believe if they stay healthy and they could put together a solid year. I mean, I think the Reds could make a wild card run. Do I think they win the Central? I don't know, because the Brewers still exist.
Yeah. I
And the
mean, the
Cubs
Brewers are just unreal.
Yeah, they're just
But
going to
let
be
me ask
solid
you a
every single year.
question. I don't remember when the report came out about this. Did you want Kyle Schwarber? Because the
Want the
Reds
Reds?
were in contract talks with Schwarber.
Absolutely. I would have loved him on my team. I mean,
Yes.
regardless of his defensive prowess, we know that's not what he gets paid to do.
So
I think just having that bat would have elevated the lineup so much
yeah, and
already.
you guys were in contention for him.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I think it was the Phillies, the Pirates, and the Reds.
Yeah.
2 of those are very unexpected most of the time. But
So I posted something about this of him going to the Reds, and I said that the Reds should have spent more money. Now, I know that your guys' owner doesn't like to spend money. However, you add him into the mix. You guys have a fucking team.
yeah. And I mean, I'm just looking at our lineup going into our projected lineup for this year. So TJ Friedel, Noel V. Marte. Yeah, I can see Marte in right field.
Yes.
That one threw me off for a second. I forgot that he made the switch from third base. I'm glad that he did. Ellie De La Cruz, Suarez. I was so happy whenever we signed Suarez. I was
Dude,
so giddy.
he is amazing.
Having him as our DH is going to be so good. It's going to... I'm like a kid in a candy store. I love it.
Yeah.
Spencer Steer, Sal Stewart, Tyler Stevenson, Matt McClain, Key Brian Hayes. I mean, again, I'm going to be delusional, but if everyone could stay healthy and everyone could put together a solid year, I think we're in the playoffs. I'm just putting it out there. I really do believe that. So call me crazy, call me stupid, call me delusional, whatever. I think the Reds are a playoff team, especially with their rotation. Now, going back to all the other rotations that we were talking about, who do I think has the best? Hate to say it again, it's the Dodgers. By far, it's not even close, just compared to everybody else. But we knew that already.
Well, I feel like they have the best team, obviously.
Yeah, best team, best everything.
I'll still die on the hill that the Red Sox have the best rotation.
I don't hate it. I don't hate that take, honestly. I think there's worse teams that you could throw in there and be like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
I don't know, but dude, so when I posted that, this one dude comment, this was the Schwarber one. This dude said, "Stop with this weak ass sports talk. This is why everyone shouldn't have a podcast." Bro, it cracked me up. You could just tell that dude was a Phillies fan.
I mean, okay.
I don't know, dude. Some people said it would have destroyed you guys financially if you guys would have signed him.
I mean, for his production, last year hitting, I know his batting average is not necessarily the best, but he mashes the ball. He's either all or nothing.
Yes.
Now, but basically for chips, I feel like compared to what other teams could have paid him.
Yeah, he's going to provide a lot of pop for you guys.
And even then, I think the Reds front office went as far as to say that they kind of overpaid him a little bit, which, fine, whatever. Personally, I just love Gino. He's
Gino's
he's
awesome,
a dude.
man. Yeah.
Positive vibes, good vibes only. I love that guy.
He's
so
cool.
Good.
But yeah, dude, talk about, I don't know. It's going to be really tough for you guys to make the playoffs, I think, just because I think the NL is going to be very, very strong this year. Now, I know that the Cardinals are not going to go anywhere because we don't have one single superstar on the team. So we're in a
Jordan
rebuild
Walker,
year.
he's going to break out for his, he's going to have a Kyle Pitts-like year.
What is he? Yeah. Is he going to play 30 games, go back to the minors, come back up, play another 20, go back down? Like, they got to figure out what they're not going to send him back because we don't have anyone that is capable of playing that position as well as Jordan Walker.
Well, I'll just say, after seeing them play Michael Ciani in center field for an entire season, I wouldn't put anything past them. I got to see him play in person in AAA ball for an entire year, and I was like, I can't believe he's the Cardinal center fielder. Legitimately, I could not believe it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Hey, at least
saying.
we get to see J.J. Weatherholt
There you go.
in the starting lineup, which is
and
great.
You got Mason Wynn. You got him.
That's it.
Yeah, you got building blocks.
That's all we need. We just need those two, and we're going to win every single game of the year.
Yeah, that's all you need. Yeah, sure.
We're going to win the division.
Yeah. Cool story, bro.
Yeah. So speaking of spring ball, let's go back to that. We've got Aaron Judge already in midseason form. He went back-to-back the other day for homers. Yankees put up 20 runs, I think it was 20, against the Tigers, which is diabolical. They hit 6 homers in that game.
One of them was a grand slam.
Yeah. Pete Alonso also has 2 homers already. I actually watched both of their spring training games and watched Alonso just jack him. I'm like, God, dude, what I would do to have Alonso in a Cardinals uniform.
Listen.
So
whenever
hold on.
The Mets, when Uncle Steve Cohen, when he let him walk, I could not believe that. I was so shocked. And then to go and sign the players that they did. I mean,
dude, the Mets have a lineup this year.
Yeah, I mean, still, it just felt odd seeing them let him walk. Maybe I don't know if his asking price was too high. I don't know.
I don't know.
But now I have to deal with him as a Yankees fan in the AL East now. I have to see him
Yeah.
however many times. I have to face him all the time.
Yeah, I think the Orioles are going to have a huge year. I think Gunnar Henderson's going to come back strong. Adley Rutschman's going to come back even stronger. Pete Alonso. One guy changes the whole team. Like, I
I'll
think they're
tell you,
just going to feed off of him.
I want Rutschman to make a comeback so bad because whenever he first got into the league, he set it on fire, and I thought he's going to be the best catcher in 2 seasons. I thought he was going to be amazing, and then he just dropped off this past year. I was like, what happened? But yeah, hopefully he makes that comeback this year, and he can get back to his form like he was and whenever he first broke through.
Dude, I think he's going to. I really do.
I hope so. Honestly, just as a fan, I love watching him play. I think whenever he's on it, he's one of the better catchers in the league, honestly.
I agree.
I wish he was on my team whenever
I do
he's
too.
on top of it. So,
Ronald Acuna. Did you see him pimp that single?
dude,
Bro,
nothing.
No, he definitely thought it went over, but bro, like, come on.
Nothing makes my blood boil more than seeing a star player pimp out a single. It makes me so mad. I get so angry every time this happens. I don't care what team it is. I'm like, run it out. If any of us, if you or I, when we were playing ball, if we did anything like that and we ended up with a single, we pimp a single, we're running for 2 days. We're not stopping.
We didn't even play in the rest of the game, dog.
We're running poles forever until we can't run anymore, until our damn legs fall off. And I get it. Like, they're professionals, they're pros, they get paid to do this.
And it's spring ball. It's not like it really matters, but
just like, come on, just like give some effort, just a little, just jog it out. Don't even, whatever. Just don't walk. Don't pimp out a single. It looks silly. You look stupid. I don't know. But Acuna's a great player. He's also a guy. He's just a guy.
Yeah, he was my pick to win NL MVP.
This year?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
I threw some money on it. Yep.
There you go.
We finally got to see some spring training happen over the weekends, which is nice. I watched some games today. All of those stats that we put out there today were from yesterday, not from today's game. So just wanted to throw that out there for anyone that is listening. But dude, I can't wait for opening day.
Me, I'm actually going down to Tampa this next week. I'm going to be seeing Team Canada play the Blue Jays in an exhibition at spring training.
Fun.
And then we're going to see the Blue Jays play the Red Sox the following day. So I'm going to be getting some baseball in person and away from this cold weather that we're currently stuck with in Indiana. So,
yep. How about Canada getting beat for the gold medal?
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Did you watch that game?
I did, yes. I was actually on my way into work, and class was about to start. So I literally saw the overtime goal right as I was about to start class.
Dude,
I was like, thank God.
me and my girlfriend were dialed into that game. Like, she's awesome. A big hockey fan. She's a Blues fan. I'm a very casual Preds fan.
Yeah.
Very, very, very casual.
Talk about a sport that needs more attention is NHL.
No, that's facts. I mean,
I think I'm going to watch a lot of NHL when it comes back now. Now, I know it's not Olympic hockey, but it's still the sport of hockey.
I'll tell you, if you've never, I don't know if you've ever been to an NHL game in person.
Yes, I've been to a couple Preds games.
Yeah, like that atmosphere is by far my favorite atmosphere I've ever been in.
Yeah.
Like it is unmatched, a hockey atmosphere.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love it.
And that one game that I went to, it was actually a playoff game. The Preds were facing the Avalanche. I think the Avalanche went on to win that year. It was like 2022. Yeah. But like the fans were so into it. I was into it. I was up in the nosebleeds with Jesus. And like we were still just getting into it. Like it was
The game
awesome. It was
that
super fun.
we went to, we won in overtime. So
See,
it
you
was,
actually got to see a win. They
yeah.
lost.
We got to see both wins when we went. Yes.
Okay, just rub it in. No, they lost that game that I went to, but it was still super fun. I think anyone should go.
Yeah.
Anyone that has a chance to go to like a hockey game, like an NHL game, you should go. It's definitely
Awesome.
worth it.
Dude, you need to come watch Nashville soccer. Like, talk
Really?
about an atmosphere. We went to opening night on Saturday. We won 4-1.
Who did they
And
play?
we played the New England Revolution.
I see.
And I told my buddies, I was like, hey, we're taking Sam Surridge to score 2 goals today. He scored 2 goals in 20 minutes. I was like, damn.
There you go. Hey, I mean, you got it.
Yeah.
Has
But yeah,
Nashville
dude,
always
that's an
been?
environment.
Has Nashville always been MLS, or am I tripping?
No, I want to
Okay.
say they got introduced in 2021, 2022.
Did they get promoted from USFL?
Look to
Okay.
see when Nashville soccer was established. I know it's new because and our stadium's brand new too. I think they opened the stadium with the team.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. The team spent 2 seasons in the USL before joining MLS as an expansion club. Okay, so I was right. I wasn't crazy.
Yeah,
I
so
thought that's what I thought.
what year?
Let's
When
see.
was Nashville soccer introduced?
Established. Okay, so it was founded in 2016, but when did they actually make the jump is my question.
Right.
Okay, so they played in the National Premier Soccer League from 2013 to 2016.
Yeah.
Or that's Nashville FC. That's not even this current team that we're talking about.
No.
So that was before this was even a thing. Let's see. Okay, so they were founded in 2016 when the USL awarded franchise to the founding ownership group of the club, an existing team at the time, Nashville NC, blah, 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 whatever. Can I find it anywhere? Okay, so their first game was in 2018. That's when they actually played a game for the first time.
Not as an SC.
Mm-mm. No, that was preseason.
God, I want to say it was 2021, dude.
Okay, I think I've finally found it now. So in 2019, their final season in the USL Championship, they finished second in the Eastern Conference regular season and advanced to the conference semifinals, losing to the Indy 11. Indy.
Yeah.
1-0 in front of 4,000. Okay, so their last season in USL was 2019. They made the jump in 2020.
2020. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like
So,
right around when COVID was happening.
yes. So yeah, dude, talk about an atmosphere, man. You got to come to one of those games.
Yeah.
It is fantastic. And I thought like NFL games were awesome to go to. Wait till you go to a soccer game. It is unreal. And this isn't even European soccer. This is American soccer.
Yeah. I mean,
Speaking of that, the MLS game, I think it was Saturday night, Miami took on LAFC. Sold out crowd, 79,000 people in attendance in Miami, and they got their asses kicked. LAFC won 3-0, and then there's clips of Messi trying to go into the referee locker room after the game. Now, I'm going to go watch the game tonight just to see exactly what happened, so I can't really touch on that subject, but apparently it was bad.
my boy Messi, he's trying to get after them refs.
Yes.
Huh.
It was
Man.
pretty funny to see on Instagram, but
How did I miss that? I didn't see this.
yeah, do you see it now?
I'm seeing it now. Yeah.
Yeah, he tried to get into the
I see it.
locker room. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It's like, Messi, bro, chill. It's opening night. It's one game.
Jesus.
You guys were just back. You guys just won the championship, so chill out.
What are we doing?
But anyway, but yeah, Taylor, I appreciate you, man, being on the show. It's been a pleasure talking baseball with you and sports in general.
Yeah, dude. No, it was cool to get to talk about baseball. I mean, I'm always down to do that. You know that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, would love to
We got a long
come back
season ahead
whenever.
of us, so
Yeah, we do.
I don't really have
Hey,
much people to talk about baseball with, so you're one
hey,
of the
dog, you
few.
gotta, like I said, whenever. We'll talk about it
Yeah,
whenever. Um, and I honestly, I wish I did a little bit more prep work just on stats and stuff, and then I would have been able to dive even deeper.
that's okay. Dude, it's spring training, dude. It's not even the season yet, so
Yeah.
we're just looking off projections right
Hey, man,
now.
anytime you wanna talk ball, hit me up. Let me know. And then anytime you're in Indy, let me
Yeah.
know. We gotta get you out here.
Speaking of the next couple weeks, I'm going to the SEC tournaments
Mm,
here, so I'll get to see your boys actually play.
the Gamecocks,
Yes.
they're cooked. Don't even bother.
Yeah. Well, I just want to go see some college ball
Oh, yeah.
SEC tournament because it's always hosted here in Nashville. So we literally are getting tickets from the first game till the last game, and it's like $35 for general admission.
Are you
So
serious?
yeah, you just literally buy a ticket. There's no seat. It's first come, first serve. So you get there in the morning and then you just walk down as close as you want to the front.
Hmm. So for like not for like the entirety of the tournament, but for like a full day of play is what you're saying,
Yes,
right?
for a full day
Yeah.
of
Okay.
play. Yeah.
Okay. That makes more sense. I thought you were at first saying from the tip of the first game to the championship, and I'm like,
No,
for
no,
like
no,
what,
no,
3 days,
no.
4 days? I'm like,
This is just for round one. Yeah.
okay. No, that's
But
sick. $35. That's
still,
a steal.
$35. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna go. It's like there's a group of us going to it. So it'll be pretty awesome to see.
Hey, send me pictures of Lamont. Hello, my mama said send pictures of Lamont Paris and his little quarters at please, because I don't know how much more we'll get of that. I don't know how much how much longer he'll be there.
But yeah, I'll
It
send you
pains me
some
to say.
pics of the Gamecocks.
Please do. I want to see my
Will
boy
do.
Michi Johnson.
Hell yeah. One of my boys is actually at the Rockets game right now.
Really? Who are they playing?
I think it's the Kings. No, Kings are playing
The
the Grizzlies,
Jazz.
I think. Okay, yeah. But yeah, so
Nice.
anyway. But yeah, man, I appreciate you being on the show, dude. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, like I said, anytime you wanna talk shop, you wanna talk ball, hit me up. I'm always
Let's go.
here. So
But all right, Taylor, well, have a great week and enjoy some spring ball over the week.
thanks. You too, bro. Appreciate you.